Hey everybody, this is Dave from Growing the Home Garden. This evening, I am going through our front garden and taking care of some really nasty weeds. The Bermuda grass. We had a patch of Bermuda grass that crept into this bed here. And I don't know if you've ever dealt with Bermuda grass or not, in a flower bed or a garden bed or a vegetable garden, but it is never fun to deal with. It has these roots that just cling, these runners that just keep on going, and it's nearly impossible to get it completely out. So it is a constant battle. The only way to get rid of Bermuda grass organically is to have something outcompete it, something to grow over it and through it and keep it from getting into anything. But anyway, I am going through and I'm cleaning out some stuff, so I thought I'd show you a little bit about what's in our front garden bed right now that we can look forward to this year. See, right now I have this Caradonna salvia, and it's one of my favorite salvias. It is just a gorgeous plant. The stems have got this dark purple stem on it, and then these beautiful purple flowers. So it's really cool. It attracts a lot of those pollinators around here to the garden. Down here, if you ignore the little Nerf bullet, is some Gaillardia that I planted. That's also called blanket flower. And these were a gift from my in-laws who passed along some seeds when they went on a trip to up to Monticello, Thomas Jefferson's estate, and they brought back some of those heritage seeds from his plantation. So I think that's pretty cool to have something historical in the garden when you can. And down over here, they're done blooming, but this is phlox, just a creeping ground phlox, and of course weeds creeping in. These here are Gladiolas, and they are a bulb plant that will have lots of stalks of flowers here this summer. Squeezed in is a daylily. It came with the house. I believe it's a Stella d'Oro daylily. They are a repeat blooming yellow daylily, and they just keep on going and going and going. They're pretty neat. They're a little bit overdone in, say, landscaping for shopping centers and stuff like that. But I keep them around because it is constant flowers. I've got a lot of little weedy maple trees popping up in here. Just pull those out pretty easily. And somehow, I don't know how this Solomon seal got here, but it snuck in. So we got some Solomon seal. I did not plant that there purposely. It just is there. Over here is Spiraea. I don't know the variety of it. It was here originally with the house, and I actually moved it, and I actually tried to kill it one time, and it didn't work. It is just a hardy plant. I kind of like it now. You know, it's got some nice red tips on the foliage. It's possibly magic carpet or something like that. Here's little phlox. We've got some Virginia creeper creeping in like it does. That's what Virginia creeper does. And then over here we've got catmint. This is Walker's Low catmint. I love the smell of it, the flowers. It does attract pollinators. It's a really cool plant. Of course, a traditional landscape planting is this arborvitae. They're pretty neat. Now over here, that big mass of green mess is about to get a haircut, but I'm going to wait until after the frost in case it freezes off anything here. That way I can cut it back to the good growth. There's a chance of frost this Saturday, so that's what I'm waiting on. But these are yews, and I've got about 5 of them in here, I believe, that I planted them that way. And I think I paid $5 for all of them. And that was many years ago. But I've got several of them here on the right and over there. They're pretty easy to take care of. I haven't had any pest issues with them or anything like that. You can see lots of green growth. They're actually easy to propagate too. I'll have to do a video on that one of these days. We've got some irises. These are a really fragrant iris that it smells like grapes. Like grape Kool-Aid going everywhere throughout the yard. So we've got quite a few of them. These came from my mom's house, and she's got a ton of them still over there too. In this bed here is a whole lot of weedy mess, which is getting taken care of. But this here is a Nandina, and the Nandinas they're nice looking, but they're not good plants for your landscape. There was a larger Nandina here in this garden many years ago, and in fact, it actually saved my lawnmower one time when my lawnmower fell off the hill and started rolling without me on it, and I couldn't stop it, and it prevented my lawnmower from running into the house. So I was really glad it was there at that point in time, and so I've made sure never to make that rolling lawnmower mistake ever again. But after I removed the Nandina, it came back. And it came back over there. And I think it came back over there too. So it is a spreader. It really likes to go a lot of different places. The birds spread the seeds, and an interesting note, the seeds are actually filled with chemicals. I believe it's the same one that's in cyanide that is not good for the birds. And so I think it's the cedar waxwings that really gorge themselves on it, and it's really hurting them. So, you know, it's not a good landscape plant to put in. But let's move on from there. And we've got some Asiatic Lilies, and I've seen some damage to our Asiatic Lilies. I'm not sure what was getting to those. Probably some sort of a caterpillar. We'll see. But we do have some buds on this other one over here. Here we got some hostas that I've snuck in. There's more hostas. This is a heuchera, and this one's name is Southern Comfort, and it does tolerate some sunlight. And the squirrels love to plant things for me, like walnut trees. We have some black walnuts here. Black walnuts are not good to have around your other plants because they excrete and I didn't get much of that one at all, did I? But they excrete a chemical called juglones that actually is a growth inhibitor for other plants around it. So you don't want to have them near your other landscaping plants. So there's another heuchera. I forget the name of that one. I'd have to go look that one up. And then there's the yews again. Down over here, more of the Stella de Oro. And more weedy mess that I have to do. There's another walnut tree that's been planted by the squirrels. So I'll be getting to that here shortly. Coming around, this is a yellow winter jasmine that is currently not blooming, but it will bloom sometime around January to February. Gives us a nice flush of yellow blooms that kind of look like a forsythia. So, and in these pots, I've got this beautiful lavender, which I still need to do a post on lavender propagation because it's really easy. I've got a bunch of those going right now. And then a second one over here. So, and this here is a peony that came from my wife's grandmother's house. So it looks like it's got a little bit of fungus on it. We'll have to treat that. And then we got more mess over that way. So I'll bring you back over to this one of these days when I've got it cleaned up a little better. This week has been a really busy week for me in my work life, so I haven't been in the garden as much as I'd like to. But you can just kind of get a look at what we have over here. Hear the kids chattering in the background. And I'm going to scoot around, I'll pan out, just kind of show you what this area looks like right now. A lot to do, but it's fun. I'm enjoying it, and I hope you are too. So thanks for watching this video. This is just our front sidewalk garden, and you know, please like and subscribe, and we'll be talking more garden stuff with you later on.